Hey everybody, Ryan here with DTI. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to check out this video. Here at DTI, uh, we appreciate the fact that we have so many customers all across the country and they're looking for a lot of different solutions out there. And we know that we don't provide all of those solutions for you. So when possible, I want to make introductions to partners that we have found that are out there that we know do great work and that you can depend on them just like you can depend on us. So today I have Tim Dixon with Solve IT Securities, and he's going to spend a few minutes with us talking about some of the things that he does. Morning,
Thanks for having
Tim.
me, Ryan. Morning.
Great. All right. So, Tim, first of all, tell us a little bit about IT managed services. What is it? What does it encompass? And what is it that you guys do?
So that's a great question. So managed services may be a term that a lot of people aren't familiar with. And what it is it's kind of a breaking point from the traditional, IT guy who you just call when your computer's running slow or something goes wrong. And essentially, we are not a reactive solution. We are a proactive solution. So for businesses who may not want to have the expense of having to hire their own in-house IT department, or even just the headache of having to manage that themselves, they can come and bring us on board so that we can do all that for them as an extension of their companies. We can partner with businesses. We can use tools. We can use software. We have professionals on staff. We can manage help desk requests that come in for issues that are maybe reactive, like Outlook issues, things like that. But we also have tools in place that can send us alerts, reports we look at that can see things coming so that we can be as proactive as possible, not just from a IT, keep things up and running and keep people having access to your data, but also from a security perspective, making sure that you're not vulnerable to viruses or being hacked or things like that.
Okay, that makes sense. I hear that. So, when do you get the call? I think one of the things that people are curious of, what kind of problems do you solve the most? What are you seeing out there is when somebody should be calling?
Well, you've obviously got a lot of the I don't remember my password. So with anything you've got the password resets, you've got the printer issues, things like that. But honestly, what we're seeing a lot of these days are more security related issues. So we're seeing things
Yeah.
like, hey, I got this really convincing phishing email that looks like my Office 365 password expired. I put it in and nothing happened, and now someone has my password. Stuff like that, or things like unfortunately we have people who get hit by ransomware, and so what we can go in and clean that up and restore from backup and all that stuff, and we can put things in place to make that less likely to happen. But that stuff is happening more and more often, so we can go in and assess possible exposure and vulnerability and make suggestions for things that can help out and reduce your likelihood of those things happening. But yeah, it is kind of a cross of like, oh, simple password resets, I can't print, all the way to, we got hit by a ransomware, and we got this phishing email that they got my email password, and we need to get this taken care of.
Yeah, I know when we talked about putting this session together, that was one of the things that we talked about, because unfortunately a couple of our customers have been hit by ransomware and those attacks and have had problems there. So those are some of the things that you can help train companies to prevent against and to work to help them recover should they get hit.
Yeah, I mean, so there is a blend. Statistically, 70% of malware and data breaches come from just someone clicking something by accident. And, so a big part of that is employee training. But then there is a piece of employing software, employing systems, having good policy and procedure in place for how you manage your IT and your equipment. That can also set you up for success for that as well. And we can assist with all that across the board.
Excellent. All right. Well, Tim, I appreciate you jumping on with us today. And before we leave, I want to make sure people know how to get in touch with you if they have any of the issues that we talked about here, or just any other follow-up questions, want to learn more about the services you provide. What's a good way for people to reach out to you?
Absolutely. So our website is solveitsecurity.com, or you can send an email to info at solve, SOLVE, itsecurity.com. Both those are great ways you can get in touch with us.
All right. Well, Tim, great. I look forward to it. I hope this results in you being able to help some of our customers solve some of those problems themselves. So
Awesome.
thanks for your time today, Tim, and look forward to seeing you again soon. And thank you everybody else for watching today, and hope to talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, everyone.